Hi, y'all. This is Genevieve with Belladonna and Moonbeams. How are y'all doing? This is for my Geminis for the week of November 30th through December 6th, 2020. And that means that this year is almost over. This crazy year that has had riots, COVID that is still going on, and the craziest election I've ever seen. Insane. And that it applies to whether you're for whichever side you were on. It has still been crazy. So this is a reading for that. And we start out with, you get the Seven of Wands upside down. We're going to turn it over. And the Seven of Wands is all about jostling for position. You feel like you're having to fight for everything you've got right now. You're feeling like you got to scramble and fight and scratch and climb your way up. And sometimes that just means you got to rest. That fight is not what you need to be doing. I also get the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is about getting the position, the raise, the promotion. This is saying that you're going to be okay financially. So I feel like that Seven of Wands is saying that that's how you're feeling, but that's not the reality of it. You are being approved and accepted for who you are in your job, but you're just feeling like you got to fight. We also get the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. And what that means, you spin the wheel and things, you land on different places. But the Wheel of Fortune is all about good luck. So you are going to have good luck. But if you fight too hard, sometimes fighting just makes things tougher than it needs to be. You don't need to do that. You need to just accept where you are. You need to have that acceptance and that joy. Did I just say joy? Where did that come from? Apparently, Spirit wanted me to throw that out there. So that as you're jostling and as you feel like you're fighting, stop that fight and find the joy. Because you've got more than you realize. You have good luck in your side. You have the Queen of Pentacles. You are the Queen of Pentacles. Whether you're a girl or a guy, you're the Queen of Pentacles in this. So you are starting to get where you need to be. So that scrambling that you feel like you're doing is not real. That's just your feelings. And I saw on a page the other day where somebody who's self-employed like myself said that on one hand, they're always complaining about having too much work to do. But on the other hand, they're always worried about having enough money to pay the bills. I 100% get that. And I think most of us do that are self-employed. We just get that. Now, the next card we get is from, the Grimmel Tarot deck. And this is the Nine of Cups. And this card says that on an emotional basis, we are getting to where we need to be. But as we're sitting there emotionally where we need to be, we're questioning if that's where we need to be. Is this really what I want to do? Is this really where I want to be? He's got a fish underneath and he's got a bird up here, and he's just not sure. But trust in the process. Trust in the experience. Trust in your spirit guides. You have what it takes. Now, I pulled from the Crow Tarot because I love crows. And we get the Ten of Swords reversed. So we're going to turn it over. The Ten of Swords, you got this crow. He feels like these swords are just crushing him and sticking through him. But what that means is that there's someone around you that's not what they seem. But even more than that, you're just afraid. In this case, you are just afraid. You're afraid that things aren't going how they're supposed to, and you're afraid. And I so get that. 100% get that. In ways that you would never imagine. But I do. Now I'm pulling from the Spellcasting Oracle deck. And the card we get is Beauty. Beauty says that we are to see the beauty in every situation. And there is beauty in every situation. I remember once this friend of mine who had a birth defect, and he never felt as if was enough. He was never going to. And he was mad at God, the goddess, universe, source, whatever you want to be mad at, because of how he was made. And I explained to him that, first of all, he chose to come to this world this way from the spirit world. And secondly, because of the lessons that he needed to learn, he was 100% perfect the way he was. He did not believe me, but it's truth. And so you need to be celebrating the beauty and looking for the beauty. What's the lesson here? What's the lesson in everything? Sometimes I don't know the lessons. For example, when I was kidnapped and raped, what was my lesson? My lesson was that I was really strong. My lesson was that I could choose to send, or I wasn't sending, but I could choose to prosecute someone to protect others, because that was one of my motivations, is that I didn't want him to do this to anyone else. I could also be a survivor. And then today, I could learn to forgive, not forget, just forgive, and let go, and heal, and do that shadow work. I needed that in my life so that I could learn to do these things. Did it make it any easier? No. But was it necessary? Yes. And the beauty in that, and it's hard to find beauty in being kidnapped and raped, was that I am a survivor. I am worthy, and I did not deserve that. And that is beauty. Another card we get is the family card. Family says that you need to be spending some time with your family during this time, because they are going to give you emotional support and physical support. And when I say family, most people think of their bio family. It can be your spiritual family, your emotional family, your best friend. That's family. That's real love. And love is what matters. Love never fails. Not real love. Okay, now I'm going to look at the crystal ball. I see a lotus flower. And this is illuminating your path and showing you that you can have it all, but it's also spiritual, that you need to be looking inside that spirituality. This isn't just a week of the carnal, but of the spiritual. And I see a chair, which tells me you need to sit your butt down. You are fighting so hard that you're not taking time to rest and see where you need to go from here. So stop fighting. And I see a feather. And a feather can mean a lot of different things depending upon how it is. I just see a basic feather. But the feather is saying that spirit is calling to you. That spirit wants you to listen. That's why the chair is there. Sit down in that chair. And I want you to meditate. You're going, I don't meditate. Wow. Just look up on YouTube some guided meditation. And you're going to find a meditation that resonates with you. And just do it. Just do it. And rest. And love. Rest in Source's love. Namaste, y'all. If you want to do a private reading, send me a text to 405-512-9400. Also, if you want to ask me a question that I'm going to ask my pendulum, I'm going to do that on December 1st. So by the night of November 30th, which is this evening, I need you to send me by text 405-512-9400 your yes and no questions, or a question that I can turn into maybe more than one yes and no question. I will ask them online and they'll be published, but I'm not going to necessarily say your name except your first name. And you can get your answers. Last month, I predicted the way the election would turn out, which I'm kind of proud of. Not necessarily, I'm not saying how I voted or anything like that. I'm just saying I'm proud that I got it right. That's all. And go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you never miss another video or another pendulum reading again. Bye.